Again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, and today is Christmas for me, and I want to do painting, and I want to use my shovel, and I have a 16 by 20 inch canvas, so I'm going to take these bottles of colors that I've already checked to see if they are open, knock on wood, and I'm going to use my magical swipe card, and you could probably just use acetate. Oh, I missed one, darn. Okay, well, I do want that color, so I don't know if I missed it so much as it just went back into place after I pulled it out. So I want to use some copper, and that is a Deco Art Americana copper. This is a Deco Art Americana 24 karat gold with orange mixed into it. This is, whoops, sorry about that noise. This was something that would open. This is my tub of Floetrol that I've been using, that I like to stir up before I start. It's getting to be all kinds of funky colors. That ought to be more than enough. I'll tell you any of the colors that you see that I don't mention. Please feel free to ask me. I will do my best. I sort of have a plan. I'm going to put that on this side and hope I don't lose it. Alright, so what I usually want is to start with the gold, but this time I'm going to start with the copper. And I'm not going to start in a central location. I might want more copper. I might want Floetrol in this copper. It's so heavy. But it's pretty chilly in this room today. So the first one I can let go to the edge of the shovel. And I kind of want to not have it be a straight line, for any number of reasons. Some I'll probably tell you eventually. Mostly because I want it to be a more organic looking pull. So I'm going to use the same shovel with the 24 karat gold with orange in it. The colors are going to be really similar. I really think that the when I use an actual color as opposed to one of these metallics, that's what my experiment is about, is how much effect. I have the gold. I know it's right here. There we go. Well, I did wind up with the gold. It is going right back in the center where I usually put it. I think I'm going to be putting some white and some black. My white is not white. It is Anita's white metallic, which is very, very clear. And every once in a while I'm squeezing a little more here, 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 as opposed to less in the other places. I've got some black to use up. I'm squeezing a little harder than usual so that I'll have a better chance of filling things up. Move that right over there. That is a dioxazine purple with iridescent pearl fine in it, added to it to make it shimmery. I had another idea for a color, and I think I want the Venetian blue, and it's going right in there with that gold, and it's going to be fine. I hope. As I near the edge, if I slow down my shovel, then I can continue that wide stroke. I'm glad to see you guys are discovering shovel pours, because I've heard quite a few people be very happy. I'm going to use some turquoise, which was a Hobby Lobby brand Master's Touch. With some iridescent pearl fine in it. They actually stopped making this color, so what I did was I took the lake blue and I put some phthalo green into it. Any extra little marks aren't going to be too harmful. because I'm going to be swiping and I don't expect them to. I don't necessarily want any white canvas this time, but you never know. I might wind up with some anyway. It's funny how my purple is fading. I think I'm going to give myself some purple flash. From Folk Art, which is a color shifting paint. What else? What else? I have been drawn to and called to a closed up bottle of Berry Metallic from Decor Americana, which I would like to open easily. How about that? It's not happening. Oh, I love the cells. The cells of the 24 karat gold from Decor Americana in with the Venetian blue from Modern Masters are just beautiful, and I didn't do anything to agitate them. Fill in that little gap. These are weird color combinations, but I think it's going to be okay. When I squeeze the bottle, when I put the paint down out of the squeeze bottle, it's a fairly heavy line. I think, therefore I think I'm going to use black right on the edge, but I'm going to give myself the pleasure of some blue before I do that. A little more. I love accidental art. That's why I don't ever complain when I see my weird shapes. And someday on a large canvas, I'm gonna just go nuts and have the time of my life doing some abstract expressionist artwork. Let that go right down over the edge. I kind of want to do the same thing with that black and that shovel. Bring that blue right over there too. So I was being called to add green. I've got some peacock blue. I've got some turquoise. I'm thinking the turquoise color shift from Folk Art should go up here. I also have some Prussian blue, which sells nicely. And I think I'm not going to put it everywhere. Just a few places. Okay, now I'm going to assume, hopefully that's safe, to assume that no matter what paint I drag down, it's going to cover this space at the bottom. So rather than filling it completely, I think I will not. You know what? I'm going to give myself some of this orange in with the copper. And I could probably fill in these gaps if I wanted to. And I guess I do. I'm pretty sure anything I leave unfilled will be taken care of in very short order. Alright, so now it's time. Put my shovel aside. Grab my dish of Floetrol. I'm right-handed. I'm a little ambidextrous, but I'm mostly right-handed. So I'm going to give myself a scrape dish. I'm going to push a little more of that gold over the edge because it looks like it's not all the way there. And a few of these other things while I'm here. Okay, Floetrol swipe number 1. Oh boy, I really want that blue to be dragged down. And back. Looks like I got black, but that's okay. Gonna wipe it off. Oh yes, I got what I wanted in that case. going to use the residual on the card to fill in that gap. And I can always go in and fill in more with more of that gap. All right, so I've got a lot of paint right on my tile as this blue drips down. And I want to use it right now while I see it there. And use the extra on my edges. Back to the chore at hand. More Floetrol. I don't need that there, but I do like it here. Okay, so those are okay, and I've got lots of cells, and I could once in a while try and torch and see how that works. Pop any cells. I'm really thinking that I want gold in between up here. Because I can. That's the name of my first book next to my second book. The first book is Because I Can. The second book is Unlimited Possibilities. They are both on the Amazon link, where if you shop there, it's at no added cost to you, and it helps me out. I'm going to grab, I believe, a much smaller swipe card. I think I found the one I want. That's not really much smaller. Maybe I need to cut one. So there's my new swipe card. That's perfect. I am going to go, yes I am, and go from the opposite direction. All the way over there, and use that extra paint right on that edge, and that edge, and that edge. Completely different colors. Really wild. Just moving in the opposite direction. Does make sense though, doesn't it? The other card I put pressure on, this one I did not. I like using up my residuals. I don't mind scraping them off in the little dish, but I like using them even more. Just spread that gold around while I can get it to do that. There's another couple of these coming. And maybe, I don't know what's coming next, honestly. I'm still thinking about it. Okay, I'm liking all that, but there's no telling what I'm going to do. I really do like all that. Yes, I do. And I've managed to keep my pattern moving the same way. I don't mind if colors mix. My edges are covered. I could stop now, but I think I want to play more, which means another new card. Oh, I found a small one. I think I'm just gonna just pull a few things here and there because I can. Hopefully not destroying too many of the things that I liked. No, so far I'm okay. I use my paint residuals. I did destroy some really nice cells. I am thinking about dragging the skewer or the basting brush through. I am going to use my residuals again, which means not dipping into the Floetrol. I'm not looking to make the same stripe in between. I kind of want them all to be just a little bit of a variation on a theme. That was good. I like that. And I can poke the blunt end, where is it? The blunt end of a skewer right into my little gaps. And they will be gone. And that will work for you as well as me. Oh, there's the one I was looking for. So I'll wipe off my little card again. Go back to using Floetrol. Sometimes I like to drag the card without the pressure of my finger on it. And take the residual and put it somewhere else. Knock that off from my scrape dish. I do believe you can go over the area you just pulled with a freshly Floetrol dipped swipe card. I have done it on multiple occasions. I'm liking this. I thought I was going to probably get a lot more elaborate with this, but I suspect I am not. A little bit of pressure this time. Move it over to the other side. Wow, that was very fast. So I've got 2 minutes to tell you guys, probably a little bit longer actually, I think that was a little early. I'm just going to drop some of the residuals from my card right into my gaps because I'm here and I can, and so could you. Anyway, so I do sell my artwork, and my email address, if you want to reach me, is below the link tree, which is the first blue link right under the video. Right above the Teespring clothing. You might have to open Show More. You can find Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links there. You can also find Facebook groups, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation for Students, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, Totes and More. Excuse me! Totes and more, I got completely distracted when I heard somebody having a very loud conversation in the next room, so excuse me. Thank you for the thumbs up. The other Facebook groups, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, Fans and Collectors, has albums where you can find some of the edited artworks. If you guys ever want more information about an artwork, just ask me. Everything's photographed. They're not all necessarily edited when it comes to the dry one, but I've always got the wet one. This is really cool. Do I want to do anything else with it? No, I really, really don't. I think I'm going to wind up torching, checking for any little gaps, and just leaving the colors and the shapes the way they are. But I might want to take a moment to pause and think about this. I kind of want those two places to not look the same. And I want to make these two places look the same, or more the same. You know what I really love doing? I really love dragging a card through. I think one more on this end will be perfect. I got 1 minute left to tell you guys there is a drawing every month, and I offer paintings and or a book, whatever the variation is. You can always find out what the prizes are by watching the exhibition video that I share with you in the last 20 seconds of every video on the end screen of every video. And people who donate through PayPal or Patreon are automatically entered. I prefer PayPal. If you are interested in more videos, look on my created playlists, all playlists on my YouTube channel for over 1,700 videos. Yeah, I did, but that's okay. I like the variation on the shape most of the time. Sometimes not so much, but you know, there aren't any rules. You can go in and just drag a skewer and make some changes if you want to. And I like doing that. So I love you guys. There's over 91,000 of you. You're going to be gone in a split second if you're not already. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. I will see you anon. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, knowing I got about another 10 seconds and you'll be gone. And you know I love you. Look for my link tree and Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter links and all kinds of other stuff under that link tree. Happy New Year!